So I've been developing this wing designer program for just a little while now. And so on the screen you can see kind of the main page for designing the wing. Here's the top view of the wing, and we have different parameters down here we can change to affect the shape of the wing. So for example, we can change the different sections of each length. Section 0 being from the origin to this first rib, section 1 this one, and so on. And so we can actually change the length of the wing this way. We can also add a section or remove sections. So if we add a section here and give it some length, you can see another section's added on. So we'll just remove that for now. But you also have a leading edge angle that you can change. As well as trailing edge, just changes the angle of this bottom edge. We also have Dihedra Angle, so we have different views for the charts. You can see the front view 3D and the airfoil. So in the front view, we can actually see the dihedral change if we change it to 4. You see there's a minor change up here. Change it again a little more extreme. And then the twist angle, which is the rotation of the airfoils about the x-axis, which is the axis that goes in this direction. And if we change that, you can see the change take effect on this first rib. If we go to 3D view, you can actually see it a little bit better. And if we go to an extreme angle, you really can see how it changes the angle of the rib. So let's reset this back to its default. Now we also have two types of airfoils, or two types of ribs in the wing. We have the red one, which is the primary rib, and this is the one that is placed at each change in the wing shape, for to denote each section of the wing. And then the secondary ribs, which are in yellow, and those are really just for your wing structure if you're going to export it to CSV, put it in a CAD, and create ribs for your wing when you go to build it. We can change that number to 0 to 10 right now. It can be any number though. But if we change it to 3, we have 3 ribs here now. Change to 0, there's nothing in between. And then we also have the airfoil design. So if we go over to the airfoil, you see it's just a NACA 4 series. In the future, it'll be NACA 5 and all the other different types of airfoils. But we can change all the parameters for this airfoil, changing the camber. And we'll change this kind of low. You can change the max camber position as well. Might be a little hard to see. Maybe I should. There you go. You can see a little bit better like this. Let's give it a low camber. You can also change the thickness of the airfoil. And then the point. So if you put it at 10, there's a few points. You put it at 100 or 200, there's a lot of points. Now, what I think is really cool that you can actually hit download the wing and you get a zip file. And in the zip file is going to be CSV files for the base airfoil. So if you just want to look at the airfoil at origin without any rotations applied to it, you can look at the base airfoil. If we just open that real quick, you can see it in Excel. And it just gives you the X, Y, Z coordinates for the airfoil, so you can import it in whatever application you want to import it into. And then we also have each of the primary ribs, and those are at the location that you see in the 3D model. So if we open the first primary rib, you can see that the X coordinate is 0.2, for example. We also have the secondary ribs, and then we also have a STP file for having a 3D model. Now mine opens up in Fusion 360. It may open up in whatever model viewer or CAD application you use, and so this is going to take a little while. And here you can see the 3D wing created, and so you can use this for CFD, or you can make it a shell and use it to represent the fiberglass, carbon fiber, or balsa wood covering that you use for your wing. And then you can actually import each of those CSV files for the ribs, import those as into your CAD application, and create a rib in there, and you can put this assembly all together. So I would love to hear your feedback and see what you like about this. It's a private program right now, but I'm considering releasing it if there's enough support for it, if people really want it. This is really just for my own use when I'm creating RC models. And I'm going to actually be adding some CFD features to it, so you can actually predict the performance of the wing and the airfoil before you even go to build your RC plane or whatever you want to build. Maybe it's a helicopter blade or something. I don't know. So yeah, let me know what you think.